بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. الطلبة الأعزاء، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، وأهلا ومرحبا بكم في هذا الجزء الثالث من المحور الثاني لمادة نظرية الآلات. Here we will see kinematics pair. Two elements or links are connected together in such a way that their relative motion is completely constrained from a kinematics pair. Here we have first order pin join, and here we have second order pin join. Two links joined. Here we have three links joined. Here we have 1 degree of freedom. Here we have 2 degrees of freedom. So the order of a join is one less than the number of links joined. So kinematic pairs, joints or connections, there are two basic types. First one is called lower pair. It is a joint connected two members. If a joint connected two members having surface contact, for example, a pin. Second one is called higher pair, a connection that takes place at a point or along a line. For example, ball bearing, gear teeth, cam. This is the difference. One about surface contact. Second one, we have point or line contact. So really, these classifications are not important for kinematic analysis. We have 6 lower pairs or joints. We will start by the first one, revolute. Here we can see revolute joint. So we have 1 degree of freedom rotation. Okay, so it is a planar with 1 degree of freedom. It contains rotation. R does mean rotation. Second one, it is a prismatic. This is the second one, prismatic or translation. We have 1 degree of freedom. It is translation. It is a planar having 1 degree of freedom, linear, and contain one translation. Third one is the helical or screw. You can see it here, the helical joint, containing 1 degree of freedom. It is a spatial, containing 1 degree of freedom, but it contains 1 rotation and 1 translation because if the screw make a rotation, automatically he will have a translation. This rotation and the translation are directly linked, so the degree of freedom for this joint will be 1 degree of freedom for control, for position control. Fourth one is called cylindrical. We can see it here, cylindrical joint. Okay, so rotation and the translation here are independent. So we have 2 degrees of freedom. It is a spatial and having 2 degrees of freedom, 1 rotation and 1 translation, independent. Rotation and translation are independent. Okay. Spherical, it is a spatial too. This is spherical and having 3 rotations as degrees of freedom. So these 3 rotations are independent also. So we have 3 degrees of freedom. It is a spatial and having 3 degrees of freedom, 3 independent rotations. Last one called flat or planar. It is special. This is the planar joint, having 3 independent motion, 2 translation, and 1 rotation. These 3 motion are independent, so we have 3 degrees of freedom. Having 3 degrees of freedom, 1 rotation, and 2 translations, all are independent.